Greetings. Thank you for joining us tonight's broadcast brought to you by Fifth Dimension. Alright, so for tonight's broadcast, we'll do 2020 the openings where the new energies are coming through. Not just the weather is shifting, but also there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Nothing major, of course. No pole shift anytime soon. But we're getting there. I don't think there's going to be a massive recession or anything like that yet. We're not ready for it yet. But yeah, there are going to be companies that are going to be going down. It's only going to be like, we've had some, what was it, WeWork went down, and a couple of other Bed Bath & Beyond has had difficulties. If you're in the U.S., you know what I'm talking about. But nothing too major yet. Now, when we go into 2020, I don't think there's going to be any major economic shifts yet. Now, when we go into the next presidential, by 2021, 22, there's a even there, I'm not seeing a breakdown yet. No, I actually see, I don't see us going into a recession at all, actually. There's going to be talks of it, but not a full. However you want to look at it. If people say we're in a depression right now, but not a full-fledged recession like like what we had in 2008 or anything like that. There are going to be companies going up and down, definitely. The reason I'm bringing that up is what some people need to hear that, so that's why that came through. Now we have. Let's see if I got this set up right. Okay. Hopefully the audio is working. So we have this Amber. I can't even pronounce her last name. I guess she shot she went to the wrong apartment and shot somebody. That she thought it was her apartment, but now the people are forgiving her for it, and that's a step in the right direction. Especially when you're a cop, you have they're always worried about stuff happening to them. They're kind of a walking target. They have a lot of pressure around them, so if there's anybody that's going to snap, it's going to be a cop. And their minds aren't always thinking so. So what happened with this was forgiveness. This is a forgiveness mission. And hers, she's received. Now I don't think she gave her forgiveness to a lot of people in her previous incarnation. So that's why she's going through it on her own. Is what I see there. So, because she was kind of aggressive. She didn't have to be that way. And I think all that aggressiveness is definitely gone away now. So I think she's found more of a peaceful side of herself, which is a big deal. Because cops can get lost easily. So I think that's where, the cops here in our area, like it was a Largo area, are just dipshits. Just complete dipshits. They'll pull you over if they don't like the way you look. They don't care what color you are, so they got nothing to do. In our area, it's weird because we have Scientology, at least in the Largo area, and cops are not thinking right. So we have the Area 51, all its glory. I hope they keep up with all that in the future. Alright, we have avatar.com. For those that are new to all this, we have private sessions. I think we do, somewhere. We have the scheduler here. We have Learn How to Channel, Be Bizarre. We have Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. We have a shop here. For 10 days, 7 to 10 days for delivery. Same situation here. I have other channels and heroes I do recommend. You have a social network and awesomeness. Thank you for your support. That's right, I forgot about oh well. So okay, 2020, we'll go into that. So there's a message from Spirit. There is a lot of alien energies here. I guess we'll bring in who's here. Okay, there's Anunnaki here, so we'll bring them in. Not everybody's for that, but we'll, okay, here we go. Alright, blessings. Blessings. Greetings via Anunnaki blessings. Realize, yes, our political structure is similar to yours, one that does not make any sense. We have worlds similar to yours that where our systems all make it, yeah, they're falling apart right in front of you. So yes, your 2020 is basically a year of mirror energies, of getting a download of other worlds connecting to yours. I feel like we're going through this on this planet, but I believe other worlds are going through the same thing. When that needs to occur, shifting realities. Now I realize this is not something that will happen constantly because you'll probably lose your mind, but a gradual download is needed. You wonder how the alien awakening occurs. It is through the mind. It is basically through intuition. Because you change character, personality, and vibration, you shift to more alien idea systems. Instead of thinking nobody's here, you shift to everybody's here. Alien wise. So you're opening up that doorway, which many have difficulties hearing, of course, in your third dimensional mindset, because they shut the door to the other worlds with obvious reasons. To learn from this one. How can you learn from other worlds when the door is open to other classrooms? Isn't it hard to learn in a classroom? Many of you have been to school. Isn't it harder to learn with the door open than closed? When the door is open, you're always looking outside. So that's why your world is shut from other planets. But this isn't going to last forever. You're going into a new age of, because many of you are ready to open up the door, meaning you're leaving the classroom finally, going into the higher dimensions, the other higher levels. Not to say, yes, this might be a low level, but a lot of levels are very important, very vital for your soul growth. It might seem mundane to others, but also profound once you look at it. This is a profound reality. This is a reality, yes. It might seem low on the totem pole, but technically it's not. But it's for you to connect to the higher dimensions in a way where you can take this knowledge and bring it to others. You need this place to put the pieces together. You're putting the pieces together to assess other worlds, other realities, and shift them. And the more trouble, more difficulty you go through, the more that you are going to send off to other planets and realities and open them up. So the gateways are here. So understanding stargates will come into your mind automatically when the time is right. Alien, men in black energies, whatever it might be, you're diving into the unknown. But it's not the unknown, because it's within you. It's like a doorway. You open the door to yourself. You see things more clearly. Yes, Earth, the classroom, the library, the insane asylum, it's all those things. It is vital for your soul growth. Yes, it's difficult, but when you're at the higher dimensions, you wish life was more difficult. And so you look at this planet with praise as you look at other realities like, wow, they got it better, look at them. But the higher dimensions look at your world in the same way. You know, because you lose everything. Your looks aren't so great. Body isn't so great. It's like paradise. From a learning perspective, it's paradise. From a life perspective, it's hell. So from a learning perspective, you're learning everything you need. Some of you ask for more problems. Of course, when you're living, it's a whole nother story. But looking at what you learn from every difficulty, a death in the family, cancer in the family, cancer within yourself, big mole on your head, you realize, especially if you're not that attractive in growing up, but you keep everyone away except for the hecklers, because a lot of those bullies have been similar to you. And some of them are jealous of you because you're willing to take that risk of being the ugly person. Ugly is the new beauty. Beauty has its problems, but ugly, you'd be surprised how beneficial that can be. Some of you already know. Nobody bothers you, right? I mean, once you get rid of all the hecklers, life's not so bad. Yeah, they might not be the most attractive person on the planet, but so what? You don't have to be worried about being trolled or anything like that. Some people are amazed by that too. Ugly energy, at least the ugly, depending if the soul is beautiful and the person's not exactly the most attractive, the soul will break through any looks, and you'll actually be more remembered than forgotten. A lot of beautiful people are becoming the worst on the planet for obvious reasons, so they can tap into your energy and vampire you for various reasons. The tough reality here is basically getting to know yourself. Going through difficulties is speeding things up, as you know. It's getting all your lessons, learning them, and it's like if you don't do it now, because this world's not going to be in this reality for so much longer. Yes, it's going to be here for a while, but it's not going to be here forever. And now is the time to put all the pieces together into your life. If you hate it, that's fine. If you love it, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Sometimes you don't like it. You actually grow more sometimes. But if you sometimes when you're enjoying your life, you skip lessons. But if you're having aggravation in your lessons, you add more, which actually brings more difficulties, more trauma. In a lot of ways, you learn more in that regard. It all depends. But when you usually have a more happier environment, you skip over issues. But then again, sometimes you wish you learned certain things that you didn't get to before. Different ways of looking at it. Basically, just live your life. Yes, party if you can. Yes, of course. Partying is definitely part of releasing karma, releasing traumas, and just creating new relationships. And the earth definitely does need that. Because, not everything is going to have to be doomsday. You're shifting out of... The doomsday is here for people that are terrified of the future. Yes, those are the doomsday scenarios, especially your economy, are terrified of what's to come. There's nothing to worry about. Trust me. Alright, we are Anunnaki. That's all we have for you at this time. Blessings to you. Greetings. We are Saturn. We are beings from Saturn. We can be more difficult than your planet, yes. We can be more difficult than Archon being. I mean, we can slow your planet up or speed it up whenever we wish. We are the teachers of your galaxy. We do hold your world back sometimes because, yes, your disclosure is breaking through slowly through you. You're becoming more aware of your alien self. That was his key, crucial. So when you open up the alien energies, you're also unlocking dimensions and knowledge. So you might not receive that knowledge yourself, you're sending it to others, because usually you already have it, you don't necessarily have to hear it again. So you're unlocking it throughout your collective. Most of your collective is shut down due to many of your humans. You wonder why humanity is shut down? They're told to just stay that way. They're told to stay blocked. And that is why that's occurring here. That's from your teachers, your families, whatever it might be, you're told to hold on to the old belief systems. But as you can see, once you evolve out of this third dimensional mindset, your Antarctica will start to break up. That was how I coughed. Antarctica carries a lot of your data here. It's like a data center of your consciousness. A lot of it's frozen, like frozen knowledge. So as you evolve, that will break up and break free. Yes, cause floods, cataclysms, but not to worry. As you can see, human consciousness is not holding on. Now, the polar shift might happen in your lifetimes, possibly, yes. It's not 100% there, and I'm not going to put fear out in any shape or form. Your Antarctica is, yes, a file cabinet, a country of just information. Now, it's not the easiest to tap into. It's like the forbidden zone. The South Pole, the North Pole, all of it is there just to, it's frozen in time. That doesn't mean knowledge is there. Atlantis, knowledge is there. Doesn't mean all of Atlantis is there, but there are many things there, yes, of course. Neanderthal beings, etc. It's like a preservation of your past. So as you consciously evolve, break free, break through, your planet, yes, will reshuffle itself. Now, those that don't survive the shuffle of your pole shift were never meant to. Those of you that are needed will miraculously find a way to survive. Now, your pole shift, yes, is not going to happen soon, but you are in the process of breaking through it, yes, of making it happen, yeah. Climate changers are just having a blast. It's big case, yes, some of them don't want the knowledge to be free. They don't know that on a conscious level. They're not ready for it because they're enjoying this current reality that you're in. Many of you are saying, move over, young lady. The one that's talking a lot about all this. Let it all come through. Let's break the ice. As many of you. So, you can tap into Antarctic energies and connect to its data. Yes, there are creatures there, yes. Creatures of your past. A mythology world that you've forgotten. So what is going on currently is you're actually going within more than you might realize. You might not like what you see, but it's about the soul's journey of inside. Now, many are outside themselves, but actually, you're inside, but you're not exactly liking what you see. Meaning, you're in there, but you're not really breaking through information. Sometimes they are. That's why some people get into relationships, to break open so you can see more of yourself. There's different ways of looking at it. Relationships are basically to open up your potential, but also open up a new timeline, whatever it might be. It's like, I'm ready for a change. This is why some people don't have any relationships, because you're working on what you got. You don't need a relationship to open yourself up. You might have a different type of relationship or friendship or something like that, or a cat, whatever it might be. You don't necessarily need a romantic relationship. Your society is built as romantic relationships are a necessity. That's the wrong programming. You'd be surprised how many here would be better off alone. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how much a temple of yourself. Because many of you can actually technically leave this planet if you consciously allow it. It means spiritually leave. Doesn't mean, well, even physically, possibly. Meaning that you've like, many are, they go into a relationship and then they go by themselves, they're independent, they go inside themselves and then they leave their body. It's like, okay, I've just made I made a circle of life. I'm done. I've made a completion. Now, when you have family, it's another story. You want to connect with them and have them mourn for your energies. Those that are very elderly, they're actually there to ground the family. Even if they don't talk to everyone, they're actually grounding the family's energies. If you have a problem, come to me. If not, that's fine. I'm still there for you. And even when their minds are kind of gone, they're like, I have an elder person that doesn't remember who they are. That's actually someone that's working stronger in astral. But once again, there's a lot of soul's growth about the soul. It's like every day is fragile. Treat it with respect. And that's the lessons for others, not necessarily the soul that's going through that. Your politicians, of course, are going through a lot of them are outside themselves. If they're inside, they're drinking. A lot of alcohol there. A lot of them hate themselves. They take it out on the country. Take it out on everyone else. Like, minor politicians they're absolutely disgusted with who they are. And they don't care. They turn into like a creature. Some have. That's They might look human, but a lot of them aren't. And realize you can change your vibration, shift it, meaning many of you are feline, Arcturian, but you can add in new energies, meaning why people turn in, like they're very kind, but then turn into monsters, like when they do a violent act, or they live the life of a politician. Some of them have added DNA from, yes, a dark energy to do what they do. Nancy Pelosi is an excellent example of that. You know, they allow that darkness to come in, and some of them are going to have so much karma for a very long time. They're so selfish, so lost. Yes, they can be more honest. Of course, honesty doesn't work in your politics, but it can. And that'll break the ice of your planet. Honesty can be the worst thing ever because people don't want to hear that honesty. Well, honesty is much needed. Many are in denial of honesty. Honesty would bring in your aliens in 5 minutes. So that shows you honesty is not very strong on your planet. It is not welcomed on your planet, as you can see. Is it? No, not really. Honesty is rejected. You're honest, you lose your job, you lose your place in the world. What's up with that? I told you how much deception rules your earth, and who's given that power is your human collective. That won't last forever. They can only last so long with that. So many of you are bringing truth in, yes, being mocked, laughed at, whatever it might be. But many are wishing for that truth themselves. They know because this reality is not really very much fulfillment. Keep talking, keep being yourself. And the old world will start to break free. You'll break out of it. It's like Christopher Columbus discovering a new land. You're discovering it within yourself. Once again, many people are actually within themselves right now. But you see nothing but alcohol and drugs, mostly alcohol. Depends on the person. So they might not like what they see within. So that's why they're always outside. So that's what you're building right now. You're freeing out the old energies. A lot of that's archon manipulation, drugs, alcohol. Mostly drugs. Yes, it's Illuminati mix of manipulation served at your local bar or theme park or wherever. It's like, we want you lost. Have some alcohol. Have some drugs. We're going to keep you away from yourself as long as we can. So when you throw all of those things away, obviously not married. When you throw those all away, and you connect into the center. And some of you, yes, can become a light being. Meaning you can easily leave your body and come back. Leave, come back, leave, come back. Meaning you're connecting more to your astral self. So when you connect more to your astral self, you find yourself on a ship, you find yourself on top of a mountain within a alien agency, whatever it might be. That is the new era of your earth. Your astral being. It's like you cut out all the third dimensional nonsense and allow the spirit to come through. That's when your aliens start to come in. Right now, your aliens are absolutely terrified to show themselves publicly. They're very careful. Because most of your humans are on drugs or some kind of alcohol, and they're just freaking out of their minds. You don't have to be in a car to cause an accident. So, when humanity is disillusioned of what's going on, you become more centered, your aliens appear out of nowhere. So, alcoholism is a lot of it. It's just, yes, realize it's a release for some people. Some people have a more balance to it, but most don't. Most are just like, it's like a baby bottle. Just keep feeding it to me. It's like adult, drugs to keep you in the third dimension. Now, there are other things you can take that actually can open you up. Ayahuasca is one. Marijuana is one. There's other things that can just open you up. And you can use it as long as you can, then until you get to a vibration you don't need those things anymore, where you become high on a daily basis. It's hard to be high here, isn't it? Without consuming anything. You're working towards that. It just takes time. And that's when your aliens appear, when everybody's high, basically. So, blessings to you and your connections here. Much love. That was different. Alright. Much love, everyone. Hopefully the audio works. Alright, take care.